Hello and welcome to Tales Across Halcyon City. I'm Thomas, your game master, and I'm joined by Zeistund.
Hello, I am Zeistund, the Eternally Hungry, and I am playing Blackbird, the Doomed.
Radical Dishonesty.
Hi, I'm Radical Dishonesty, and I'm playing Regalia the Outsider.
And Mistral.
Hi, I'm Mistral, and I am playing in Inferno, the Transformed.
And Jane ESP.
Hey, it's me, Jamie SB, and I'm playing as Cutie Carbuncle, the Janice.
Crystalum Kitsune.
Hi, I'm Crystalum Kitsune, and I am playing Artemis the Protege.
And last but not least, Ari Wolf.
What's up, guys? Ari here, and I'm playing Archangel the Nova. Dog.
Last issue, you got the six of you under the guidance of your sponsor, Crimson Cloak, were tasked with infiltrating the Museum of Halcyon City to rescue hostages from a band of miscreants, while Crimson Cloak himself went to confront the main force. Throughout your various things, you managed to release two groups of hostages and discovered that the group was after something in a safe in the curator's office. The safe, which is now due to some mishaps, is now in a nearby skyscraper. Also, you had found out that they were all dressed as the missing hero Blank, who's, after a notable incident involving a power-stealing monstrosity, has disappeared from the city, never to be seen again. But as soon as you removed one of their masks,
we hope,
they reverted back to what looking like a normal, scruffy-looking guy, and Regalia could hear the mask screaming, I'm blank, and found it to be a perversion of vestiomancy in his eyes.
Vestiomancy?
That's the term for his
Vestomancy is his magical art. It doesn't necessarily need to be magical or his art, but he is very concerned about the spirit of the. Anyway, it's a thing. Hopefully it'll be.
We were
less
actually talking
confusing
today,
as I
and we
continue
came
to
up
play
with
the
an
character.
idea for a ability that you could take. The pheromone ability.
It was the stunning beauty or
the stunning beauty ability.
Or pheromones was one of the options under the outsider, so we were joking about that.
Oh, that could actually do it. Yeah.
But
yeah,
you can still say that you're still stylish enough. You're just not like
hi kitty. Just
epic
not stunningly stylish.
That's right.
But yes, what's the place? But after a unfortunate rupture of Inferno suit, you all converge on the center just in time to witness Inferno accidentally setting off a magical circle, which proceeded to animate the T-Rex that the museum had, which was now lit with green fire and started rampaging through the town. Together, though, you were able to stop the beast just before he could get to the actual town proper. And Blackbird actually banished it to hell, pretty much.
As you do.
Yeah, as you do.
Whatever works, right?
So before we get started, though, because this is one thing I wanted just to cover, just because I know some of our characters are a little edgier than others, and just to get some core assumptions out of the way here. What page is that here?
I don't know what you're talking about. Who's edgy?
Gee, I wonder who.
I want.
Hey,
BB
Edgelord!
Okay, here we are.
I'll light you on fire again.
Okay.
Don't light me
There was
on
a
fire.
word I said in my mind for a while. I just have too much edge to be.
Alright, so here are the assumptions the game assumes. First off, you all chose to be here. Like, you chose to be part of this team. None of you are 100% against your will. Like, at some level, like, you may feel forced or guilted or whatever, but in the end, you ultimately chose to be here. You aren't killers. You make mistakes, you blow people up, but you aren't. Killing isn't on the table here. To start with, like your ultimate goal may be to do something like that, but you haven't crossed that bridge yet.
Right, and we don't have the MO of what do we do? Kill everything.
Obviously, I'm going to have a horrible problem with that somewhere down the line.
Lastly, is about your reputation. You aren't illegal or openly hunted yet, but neither are you beloved by the city yet. So that can change with time, but like your reputation is relatively neutral. You're just starting out, so no one knows fully what to expect from you. So just wanted to kind of make sure that those assumptions before we kind of got into the wider world of things were set. So yeah, so the opening panel is just kind of last time where it kind of splashed on the formation, like the lineup of you guys kind of looking a little haggard and worn out after all you've been through. This is now the opening panel for this issue is like a similar spread but from behind, and just seeing the large group of police, the damage in the skyscraper where the safe got launched, and that stuff that the fissure in the Museum Plaza park that the T-Rex was banished into the Nether Realms from. So, so that's kind of where we open up as you see you hear a sound like a crunch from the hole up there, and suddenly you see a figure jump up and land in front of you, holding up one-handed the safe that was launched in there, and it is a teenage girl. She's got silver hair, very like intentional, like for like gaudy, intentionally like very attention-getting outfit, like bright colors and such, and emblazoned with a stylized beta symbol on her kind of emblem on the center of her chest.
Girly out there or not? Because I'm thinking of a color scheme, but
like
Girly or not, girly or androgynous or
like basically like. Okay, I'm going to explain who the hero is because you actually do know who this is.
yeah.
oh, okay, sure.
Because this is Bravo. She is a member of the team Apex, and her whole thing is the more people watching her, the stronger she gets.
Ah.
Oh, a star, I see. Okay.
Yeah, basically. Honestly, it's a character I would love to revisit actually trying to play the Star playbook, because I think it's a fun concept. But, yes. But, yes. Yes. The other thing is, that, and I'm just going to, her team is known as Apex, and they are they're headed by a guy known as Alpha, who is you see him kind of walking around with the rest of their team past the police line, and he's just got a scowl on his face. Alpha is a military superhero with the ability to change into animals forms.
And he's also from Apex?
He's the sponsor of Apex.
Sponsor of Apex, okay.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and you see behind him is Delta, Echo, and Charlie. So they're all named for the military alphabet.
Right.
That's pretty fun.
If people want, I can go into the details of the other three, but they're not playing super much into this scene right now.
Are they dinosaurs?
None of them are dinosaurs.
What?
Where's Blue?
There is no Blue. There's Bravo, who is the B for the military alphabet.
I know. Honey?
With the
Joke.
silver hair, has a
Joke.
currently standing in the house.
I knew this was gonna happen. Anyways, but yeah, so she just
Moving
kind of
on.
looks. She kind of looking straight at Artemis. Actually, she just flashes a big shit-eating grin, like, yeah, you think you're so hot, kind of smug grin. What happened the last time Artemis and Bravo met?
Let's see.
Because you guys aren't on good terms. I'll say that for a fact.
Yeah, we're definitely not on good terms. I think we got stuck in a team up
Ooh.
last time, and it did not. Oh, I know what happened. She got poisoned.
That seems to be the running theme with your character.
funny.
It is. It's
Usual
one of
thing with you.
it's one of my abilities.
Yeah, so
yes, but just the accidental poisoning of
I
people.
have. Yeah, one of my abilities is that and this is one specifically that I have absolutely no control over, and it's based on the idea that Artemis is the goddess of disease and fertility, but fertility has nothing to do with it yet.
Goddess of midwives.
If not suddenly made someone pregnant yet.
That would be bad.
Let's get off that tangent. Let's
bad.
get off that tangent.
But so I basically, if I touch someone, the initial concept was just to spread diseases, but it's a poison, and I can't control on whether it is an extreme poison that could actually kill you or a mild poison that'll just make you very sick.
Okay, yeah. So, but
are we aware of this as a party?
I think so.
Huh?
I do believe, as he said, are we aware of this as a group?
I think so.
As a team.
Oh, of my powers? Yeah.
Of that power, yeah.
Of that power. Yeah, I think it's had to be brought up before, considering, she did do that exact same thing.
I like to think that when you... there was one point where, before this got mentioned, Cutie Carbuncle went to hug Artemis.
Yeah.
At least 2 people stopped her.
Yeah. Because even if not everybody knows, I know for a fact Aspen knows.
Okay.
Well, Aspen knew early on.
Aspen's known for a while, yeah.
We're still evolving and creating our characters and concept in some way.
So I think for everybody else, everyone else except for Aspen and probably Inferno, for that same reason, because we've, since you guys are adopted, we probably know each other pretty well.
Yeah.
Since you guys are siblings and we've been friends for years. So
Yeah.
so you guys have probably known for a while. Everyone else, it's probably a pretty recent thing because probably because of the, Cutie Carbuncle going in, attempting to go in for a hug and being like, "Don't touch me!"
But yeah, so. Alright. So what we're gonna... Okay, so going on from that, she shoots you the grin and she kind of smugly says, "Hope you wash your hands."
Want to yeet.
Want to yeet.
That's all I'm saying. Not saying that out loud. But Aspen's not happy that someone's gonna try and piss off.
What conditions do you have marked,
yeah.
FYI?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I have angry, guilty, and insecure.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna remind you of the removal. Angry is break something or hurt someone important, and insecure is take foolhardy action without consulting your team. If you want to clear those.
Keep in mind, you can clear those conditions.
Just reminding.
I'm not doing it to
Okay, I still
Bravo.
have a
Bravo's
condition
more
too,
of
don't I?
a annoyance.
I still have angry, I think.
Yeah.
Thought so.
I think so. You're angry and guilty.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, at least
And when can I
half the
start
team is
clearing
angry
those
right now.
conditions?
What?
Not the entire team.
I'm not. I'm
No.
looking more at clearing guilty,
Yeah.
but not angry.
Please tell me they put it on. Yeah. No, they didn't bother putting it on the clear condition, which I feel is the most important part about conditions.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's like the
Like
part
how
that
you
gets
can
such
clear it?
that gets. Well, I mean, how you can the trigger condition for clearing it which is such a big part of what makes conditions work.
Mm-hmm.
1 second here, so I'm gonna pull up my.
General conditions are health, but these are the types of health you can heal by doing stuff that isn't necessarily healing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's stuff that causes you create drama, which is fun and entertaining.
Yes, it is. Always.
Oh,
All right, to clear guilty, you make a sacrifice to absolve your guilt.
Okay.
That's how you can do that.
Yeah, I'm not.
And
ready to do
obviously,
that.
most conditions get cleared by someone else trying to comfort and support you.
I don't have a sacrifice to make yet. I'm not sacrificing anyone.
Support character on the team or something that you can clear that later. So
I will sacrifice my brother's soul.
Seems pretty unlikely that would be true. Come on, come on.
All right, so
my brother is a tool.
What?
Speaking of tools, Apex is kind of just kind of walks up and they're like, "Stand down, Bravo," and she kind of does the sulk, lean back, and kind of drops the safe in front of her, still looking smug, but also looking a little like fine. Like she doesn't back talk at all, but everything about her body language still says fine. Fate breakers. Should have known it was you, screw-ups.
Screw-ups?
You heard me.
but we did it.
Where's
I'm gonna,
Where's
energetic code.
Where's your poor
Monster.
excuse for a sponsor?
Maybe
Yeah.
we don't need him here.
What did you say?
We don't need him here.
Right.
I love how you just. Never mind.
Meanwhile, I imagine, has someone actually tried to untie our sponsor yet?
The thing is, as far as we know, what happened is that we fought the big monster thing, and then the other team showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he could
Yeah, we
still,
took
like,
down the
we're
monster.
treating it like everything is over, but that's not necessarily true.
I'm trying not to throw a fireball at anyone.
Inferno, please don't light people on fire.
It's okay.
You
I'm
don't
not.
need to be
I'm trying
miserable.
not to, accidentally slip up and touch anyone.
I mean, trust me, Aspen's trying not to throw things at people either. But someone's got to be reasonable, right?
Because the guy's a firebrand!
Inferno.
It is a miracle he hasn't yet!
Oh, he will at some point. Let's
I'm
be
sure
honest.
he will. He
Alright.
will.
All right. Well, enough about what people will or will not do here. Let's focus on what is actually going on here.
Yeah, Blackbird's just going to walk away and go untie the sponsor if he's still tied up.
You go over to the building.
He's still tied up. We
Yeah,
don't know
you
if he's
actually
escaped
see,
or
Don't
not.
be the logical one!
You kind of see him he meets you up at the gap. He's kind of pulling off like carbon fiber cables, chains, like the whole shebang that he was kind of wrapped off. It took him a bit to get out because it was just so much crap. But also Blackbird, one thing you notice as he's kind of pulling off some of the things, and some of it's kind of just dissolving into air. This from what you know of Crimson Cloak, he doesn't have any like disintegrating power. So whatever you're probably safe to assume that whatever effect created these things, it was probably a magical effect. So
I was actually curious about that myself, and kind of would like to look at the magical ruins and such, and investigate the stuff that I know about.
Actually, that may actually be more productive. With the situation going the way it is, if he's excusing himself and I, Regalia will say, and I have some more also to investigate, and he excuses himself. Trying to find any other blanks that exist or are knocked out to retrieve masks.
Yep. All right. What masks? There are no blanks.
If there are no stripes left, then yeah. then I can't
No,
find
no,
anything.
no. Like you don't have a mask. There's no mask.
Poof gone.
Hmm. Troubling.
Yeah.
Troubling.
But I
development.
mean, you definitely go look, and there. But it's like you also notice that like, wait, it was right here. It's like it's gone in that like. I swear I just set it down here. Where did it go? Keys have vanished.
Well, it's in my pocket, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's that kind of gone. Like there
what
was.
about
like
the
you
man
just had
that
it, now
we
it's
did
missing.
remove the mask from?
Yeah, oh, there's like 4 unconscious guys lying around.
Somewhere.
Well, I suppose we'll deal with that.
Eventually.
No, I mean like as in like I will look at them and
Mhm.
Oh,
see if
got
I
it,
can
got it.
tell anything
Right.
with whatever marginal magical senses I have that don't happen to be related
Willow.
to
All right, so both of you are probably doing the same move here. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna put a pin in that for just a moment. I want to get the
sure.
Crimson Cloak
She's brushing
coming out
herself.
and him, and talking to myself because I really want to do that.
You really want to talk to yourself?
Mhm.
It's fun.
Yeah, so Blackbird, as you kind of go in to kind of look at the sigils and such, Crimson Cloak kind of gives you a nod, like he kind of has an idea of what you're doing, so because he does know your your relative skill set, so he probably figures you're actually. He assumes the best of you, despite things like he assumes you're trying to figure out, okay, what were they trying to do here, not. How can I raise an army of T-Rex zombies for my own fun and profit?
Sure.
I want to raise an army of T-Rex zombies for my own fun.
I'm not helping you.
I want to raise an army of raptors.
I'm not helping you do that either.
We are not raising an army of velociraptors. That sounds like a terrible idea.
No, this is out of character.
This is her
Why I'm
as
saying
the
it.
player, not her as
This
the
is-
character.
This
This is
isn't
why
even
I'm saying
Thea.
we're not raising an army of velociraptors. It's a terrible idea.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Thea would raise an army of velociraptors. I think she'd just handle it
No, I
herself.
don't think Thea would.
She'd
either.
handle it
I'm
herself.
talking about you.
I'm just gonna be right back. My food's here.
That's fine. We're gonna
Okay.
deal with the
Please
other half
go
of
get
the
foods.
the.
I will also step away for a
Feed
moment then.
yourself.
Yep. So as kind of as Crimson Cloak kind of walks up, he's like, "Hey, Pex, what took you?" And the two of them are shooting daggers at each other, kind of thing. Like there is no love lost between these two.
No kidding.
So, question.
Yes.
Just a little question. Is the fact that their sponsor is basically a animal person have anything to do with the name? Apex Predator.
Oh yeah, no,
That was just my
Apex
first
Predator,
thought.
Pack Alpha. Yeah, no, it is
Yeah,
very much
that,
the theme.
That was just my first thought. That was probably a theme.
That seems kind of obvious.
And then the fact that an alpha is also, the head of a pack, and it's the first letter of the military alphabet. That's kind of where it
Yes.
flows from. So yeah, no, it's clear. It is their theme. So yeah, so Apex is just kind of scoffs at him. Not Apex.
Well, our theme is lack
Alpha.
of control.
What?
Our theme is lack of control. Honestly,
fair,
half
that's
of us have powers we can't control. Seriously,
Well, yeah,
it
no,
is a theme.
You're
Particularly with our dice.
It is a theme.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Because at least
Why I'm
3 of
actually
us have
rolling
powers
this.
we can't that we have that we don't know what our powers are gonna do.
yes, that, and also the name of your group is about kind of rejecting destiny and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
you guys, Apex is very much the order to your guys' chaos.
Yes.
That is deliberate.
We are the chaotic neutral team.
He's like, so anyways, Apex kind of just like rolls his eyes and like, unlike some people, we actually have to I actually follow orders from something other than my. I don't even know where he was going with that.
I'm back.
Instead of following whatever whim and fancy crosses my brain. I think that's definitely Alpha's voice there.
Yeah, I like that.
A little
I like
Zigbar-y,
it.
a little Zigbar-y,
Yeah,
but still pretty rough.
I still like it. I like it.
I think it matches pretty well. What?
Zigbar mixed with what's his name? X-Men villain. X-Men villain. What is his name?
Which one?
Sabretooth! Sabretooth!
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see
Sabretooth.
that.
That's who it was. Like, X-Men villain. Has something to do with Wolverine. That guy. That guy.
There are a lot of X-Men villains.
There's a lot of them.
Wolverine's
Gotta
brother.
see more
And
details.
And so Cloak is kind of like I said, like, well, if we don't act, who will? And obviously, if you got in here, they would have probably done something far worse than simply animate a T-Rex. I mean, that's a Wednesday night in Halcyon City. And it was. Basically, with that, Cloak decides to his best option here is to just try to ignore Apex, the whole entirety of Apex, and he's like, "You did well, team. I have some. We will discuss this in detail later, but there is some room for improvement. There is some room for improvement, but we'll discuss that later. When anything, but you've earned the night off, so go Gallivant, be free."
Gallivant?
Gallivant!
Who said this? To who?
Crimson Cloak is talking to you and trying to ignore, basically deciding at this point, after his last comment, that talking
Okay.
to Alpha wasn't worth his time. So,
I see.
how does by the way, how do you guys envision Crimson Cloak getting around? Like, how does he get from place to place?
I think he disappears within his cloak. Oh, like
I was
the thing
thinking
that
the
Ruby
exact same
sometimes
thing.
does?
What?
In Ruby. What Ruby sometimes
Okay.
does. The little, like, flurry.
Oh,
Yeah.
her
With the
semblance,
cloak.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's cool.
That's actually kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah.
So he kind of just whooshes and kind of flies off into the distance. Is like
Mm-hmm.
some teacher. Alpha just like so you. He actually. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm just trying to think of exactly how he does this because he's going to try to shift someone's influence. So I'm just trying to figure out. No, he focused like Artemis. I think is the one because like Bravo is kind of the leader of his team, so he kind of probably views Artemis as the leader of your guys' team.
Yeah. Because Bravo hates me.
Yeah.
I feel like that hatred's mutual.
Oh, yeah. That hatred's very mutual.
But you hate her because...
She's a bad attitude.
She's a bitch.
She disrespects me. You don't disrespect me.
Nobody.
Hmm.
Nobody. The only one who has permission to disrespect me is Aspen. And no one else.
I'm honored.
Then why do you
I'm
like
honored.
half the team?
I'm totally honored, by the way.
Anyways.
And it's literally just because they are best friends. That's the only reason she will let it go.
Half the team has a superiority complex.
I know. All of the team has a superiority complex.
Not all the team.
Alright, yeah, so he's... Okay, this is what it is. It's like, he kind of just looks at you as... Maybe someday you'll stop playing pretend and actually be a real hero. And by that, he's trying to shift your... He's trying to tell you that what you're doing isn't being... So he's trying to shift your savior down and your superior up.
Ooh. Oh, by the way, I realized I don't have roll open yet.
Yeah. Your,
I should probably
your
do
superior is right now +2,
that. Yes, it is.
and your savior is +1.
Yes. So he's shifting.
Your
my-
savior down and your superior up.
Ah, I like my superior.
He's increasing your superior.
Oh, he's increasing my superior. Yeah.
He's reducing your savior, though.
Oh, reducing my savior.
Accept this influence.
I gotta open this up first. Labels?
Yep.
Okay.
So are you
So
accepting?
Xavier's gonna go down to 0 then.
So you're accepting his words?
Yeah, I'll accept them.
Okay.
And then Superior goes up to 3.
Because all adults, by default, have influence over you.
Yeah.
So.
Much as I don't want them to.
And he kind of walks out and kind of gestures for the rest of the team. Bravo just kind of looks at you and kind of does the punch fist thing, like basically kind of nonverbal. She seems to be really good at nonverbal communication because Alpha does not tolerate any talk. But she's just clearly saying, "Okay, next time when under things, we're settling something."
I think so I'm gonna do something as we're gonna because I'm guessing we're gonna walk out.
Yep, this is good.
So as I walk past, I just touch her shoulder.
Okay, roll
because I'm an ass.
Roll plus freak as you try to unleash your powers.
Okay. I'll set it to do that.
A reminder, if you want to roll physical dice, you are welcome to do so after last time. Okay.
7.
So,
that actually wasn't bad.
7 to 9, you do it, but you either get to either you mark a condition, or I will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
Unstable or temporary.
Okay. So,
because I don't plan on this being. I don't plan on killing her.
Mm-hmm.
Plan.
I mean, you literally used a power that you said explicitly you cannot control the severity of. So,
I mean, tries. It's not always successful.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is the instability is it doesn't kick in right away, but she realizes exactly what you've done, and I'm going to put it. You have crowds, news reporters, and a police line all watching this happen.
Dad's gonna be pissed.
Not just that. She cold clocks you in the face. Take a powerful blow.
Oh!
She is at her height of power right now because she has a huge audience.
Oh.
She is not someone you want.
How do I?
Roll plus conditions marked, which is +2.
Roll plus conditions marked.
So just go ahead, just click the dice you already have up and roll them again, and just add 2 to whatever you roll.
Add 2 instead of 0.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Just click the roll and just mentally add the 2.
Oh, okay. I could also do this. There.
Okay.
10! I got a 5! See, the dice are actually doing a little bit better right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not the one you wanted them to do better on.
I know, but the last one wasn't bad either.
Yeah. All right.
Nah,
so,
rolling dice in person.
Choose 1. 2 from the lower tally list. Lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or flee, pass out, or otherwise remove yourself from the scene.
I would take the last one myself.
What was the first one? Lose control of your powers in a terrible way?
Choose 2 from the earlier, the basic list, which is, let me pull up the move here. Take a powerful blow. Okay. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to full reaction, or take advantage of your influence-inflicted condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity. You struggle past the pain, mark 2 conditions. Or you must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. Or you lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. You get pick 2 of the first 3 things, or lose control, or get out, or flee, pass out, kind of stuff.
Lose control.
This is not where I expected escalation to happen.
At least I was predictable.
Superiority complex, also called a god complex.
Well,
Well, in considering the fact that she has touched me, who knows what that's gonna do?
Yeah, no,
I'm
trying to think of the situation in here and just try to figure out. Okay, where does this go? Where do I want? Where should this go? I need to look at my GM sheet here.
Losing control of the specific powers in a huge crowded area.
Well, it
could be extremely bad.
Oh, except for the fact that she clearly got launched all the way back to the.
What if
museum.
I was thrown into somebody?
No, I don't think that. And it's also lose control of yourself or your powers.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna say this: you do end up, you just leave. Like you're going somewhere. Like you're just kind of like storming off in a way. I will resolve where you are a little later.
Okay, sounds good.
So
it will definitely plan on having this little showdown.
But I know where it will definitely color your scene.
But in the meantime, Bravo's getting hard glares.
What is Bravo getting?
To be fair,
glares. I'm glaring at her. Let's put it that way.
Really? Like I don't know.
For punching me in the face.
That. I mean, she's not going to act, but I just want to point out that Aspen. I don't know if this is the first time Archangel has met Bravo, but not a fan.
Yeah.
I need to figure out how Regalia exactly
I think if they haven't met before, she is definitely aware of who Bravo is just from things Thea has probably told her.
All right. So
they hang out so often.
Yes.
All right. We kind of have the. Oh God, no. Actually, I'm going to change what your control because you got launched into the museum where Blackbird is trying to study the runic symbols.
Oh no, Blackbird! I'm sorry, Dustin.
No. Actually, this works out well. You're just about to you had just pulled out a tome out of your home tome, and you're about to kind of start deciphering right when a projectile Artemis lands and smashes the dais, completely obliviating any trace of the runes you are about to study.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Losing control of yourself includes yourself being a projectile.
Yes, it does.
That's rude.
Rude.
So rude.
So,
Yeah,
go ahead and respond to that.
Yeah, Blackbird's kind of, like, kind of the seething angry, like, not saying anything, like...
My picture is just a panel of you, kind of, you have a tome in your hand, and you just turn to look, next panel, and then suddenly, instead of the circle you're looking at, there is a crater with Artemis in the middle of it. Like, your pose hadn't changed between the two panels. So.
I hope there is a very good reason for this foolishness.
I will find you a new tome.
It's not the tome, it's the, magical circle that you just destroyed.
Or the new ruin.
Runes.
I will find you a new rune! There are temples out there! I am sure I can find one! I will find one in my dad's temple!
It's not going to be that simple to backtrack this spell to its original source. This entire team thing is a mistake. And he's just gonna storm off.
Meanwhile, Regalia, I think it's time for you to start assessing the situation. Go ahead, roll plus superior.
Assess the situation. Yeah. I say how does Regalia feel about this? But the other answer is it doesn't really exist. He didn't see it. So
yeah.
Wow, great roll.
14.
Ah.
I think we found where all the luck goes.
To Regalia?
Yes.
Yes. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I'm looking at the questions. I'm just like, I guess the only one is what here can I use to blank, which is find the source.
Okay. Yep. What I can definitely say that. Yeah, I could also you could say I'll give you the first answer here. So yeah, you kind of looking over you. My brain is trying to process the lore here to kind of give you the best answer. Okay. Oh yeah, no. Well, basically, here's what happens. One of the guys starts waking up.
I mean, okay, if that will actually help, I 100% expect to be like, what happened? You'd be like, I don't remember. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
So, and I'll let you sit on the other question here. So you can just kind of ask it with any point within this dialogue if you feel the need to.
I'm like, yes. I approach the person.
He kind of looks at you and he starts kind of scooting back a little ways, not in a afraid kind of a scoot. It's more like, oh shit, it's a superhero kind of a scoot.
Good evening. Who are you?
I mean, haven't you heard of us?
Us?
Yeah, we're the legendary Phantom Thieves. They call themselves that, yes.
Oh my
Awesome.
God, really?
Jazz music starts just playing.
Now janitors?
You have not heard of them.
I have not, but I'm from out of town.
Just watch.
Please elucidate.
Elucidate?
What?
Tell me. Tell me.
Why do you say that?
What?
Why do you say just say that then?
I did.
No, you didn't. You said elucidate?
Yes.
What?
Just tell me, please.
Sorry. This guy is clearly not a bright tool in the shed.
Yes.
Yes,
My brain trying to refresh the context there.
Illuminate me, elucidate me, explain yourself.
We're the legendary.
You want one?
We're the legendary Phantom Thieves. We are here to claim the relics that the museum was just keeping here. We had a very, very wealthy buyer for it.
Didn't think so.
A wealthy buyer.
Yes, below?
Yes, a very wealthy buyer. And a buyer with connections. Connections that, if anything bad were to happen to us, would surely come to be badness on you.
I guess Regalia kind of leans over and he's like, I'm sure it's very dangerous.
I love this interaction so much. It's so, all the interaction today has been top notch.
I'm sure it's very dangerous.
All of it has.
I noticed you were all wearing masks and all of them are gone.
Shoddy workmanship. Never gonna go to the West East Side South District.
West East Side South District.
This is Regalia's actual responses. Sort of that.
He basically it's a part. If you can decide if you've heard of the area or not, it's not actually the western east side is a a slum area kind of thing, not a good part of town. Maybe not a full slum, but
yes.
Okay, so where my character probably lives right now.
Regalia theoretically understands the meaning of those words.
Probably more than this guy does.
In this case, that might be a liability, not a not a benefit, not to his benefit. I'm like, I see. And who exactly is this wonderful, powerful craftsman?
I don't know. They call him the Mask Maker.
And he makes masks.
Yeah, he's. To be honest, he mostly is trying to find heroics, get more heroes out there. We told him we were heroes. He believed us. Can you imagine?
I see.
Wait, why am I telling you this?
Well, it could be many different reasons. Delirium from just waking up. You could perhaps be very proud of yourself.
I mean,
You are a legend after all, right?
Right? Yeah.
That's right. You are a legend. And it will be legendary the day in court.
Wait, what?
I think I mostly have the information I need here, which is.
You, if you decide to, just tie him up, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Now there's the wrapping up with the
scarf.
With the scarf. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The scarf wraps him up, or maybe scarf probably wraps him up.
I like to think that he just looks down like you've been talking. The scarf has been kind of snaking around, and it's just like the entire time you were talking, and then just kind of cinches.
Say something like a day at the tribunal or something, you know.
Yeah.
More fantasy court.
Yep. But yeah, so all right, I think that's good.
The judge.
Yeah, I think that's good for your scenes. All right, so debriefing, police, kind of standard stuff does happen. It's nothing to really kind of up, and you kind of go your separate ways for the night. Though, that probably either later on tonight. Okay, I guess. Why do you guys decide to meet up later on tonight at? Okay, no. Basically, tomorrow you'll be meeting up at Artemis's temple to meet with Crimson Cloak for him to kind of go over things and get ready to patrol again.
I mean, if Crimson Cloak asks us to meet, then we meet.
Yeah.
So, but
my brain was tripping over stuff. So all right. So now I'm gonna try to do a bunch of like kind of personal character scenes to kind of help establish some stuff. So
sure.
Starting with the one who stormed off.
Of course.
Where are you heading right now?
I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna head to like the slums area.
Okay, perfect.
Probably
That's exactly kind of the area I was hoping you were heading towards. Because you're powerful enough. You don't care. You walk down a dark alley and not caring because you figure you're probably scarier than anything you could find in there.
Yeah, the dark alley is afraid of you. I am the night.
So as you walk down the alley, you hear singing. Sing a song of sixpence, pocket full of rye. As you kind of walk, because suddenly you notice in front of you is a pie. 24 blackbirds baked in a pie.
All right. Well, I'm getting my staff ready, and
yep. You see the pie kind of like undulate, like there's something in it trying to escape. As the voice continues to sing. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. And then suddenly it just erupts into this big storm of blackbirds with glowing red eyes that kind of circle around you for a moment here as the singing continues. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes, when down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. The singing voice. It's behind your computer. It's on the back, other side.
You're cutting a little bit.
So, sorry, I had stopped. The singing kind of drops low and distorted as the kind of the like you feel kind of this. You feel magic in the area. Like this is clearly, obviously, not a natural occurrence of pie with blackbird swarms in it.
Yeah.
The voice, the twisted
I don't
voice.
think it's the aliens.
The twisted voice continues. Sing, get the voice right. Get the voice right. Sing. God damn it! I can't get it right. Sing a. Why can't I practice this?
You're right.
I practice.
Are you just trying to do like a really low voice?
Yeah.
Sing a song of six nights.
Nope, that's not what it's saying anymore.
Ah.
Sing a song of 6 dead, in their blood they lie. 23 blackbirds, last one I spy. Like you just feel like behind the swarm of blackbirds, you see a pair of like glowing eyes looking at you. When I cut him open and tear him from the wing, then I'll have all I wish, and they will crown me king. You suddenly you see 2 bodies lying on the ground next to you. Dad was in his lovely house, wishing well his sonny. The mom was in the parlor, wishing well her honey. The boy was in his best dress, losing all he knows. When came down the Black Death, and that's how it goes. And it all vanishes.
All right.
In the slightest, no.
Yeah. I'm angry, so I think I'm just gonna do like a general, destroy things spell, like not caring what I'm aiming at, like.
Yeah, you just kind of
just where the eyes were.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be enough for you to clear angry, but it's definitely a angry outburst.
Mm-hmm.
Both kind of like
Coward!
He's taunting you.
You think?
No, I don't think. I'm just here to sit pretty on your shoulder.
Is this a bird?
This is the bird.
Oh, okay. Oh, the one on his shoulder.
Yep.
I always forgot he has a bird on his shoulder.
But, more importantly, he seems to know you're around.
Good. When he stops these games, I'm ready for him.
See, that's the problem with these people who think they're clever. When they stop, when you think you're ready for them, they're ready for you. But hey, what do I know?
Sorry, I'm munching on fries while this is going on. Tonight's not a good night. Did you find anything?
Nothing yet. Though, I would hope it would take a little more than a couple of poorly written nursery rhymes to really get you off your game.
Other things have happened tonight. And I think I don't play well with others.
What a shocker.
Yeah.
Look. Vengeance will happen in good time, trust me. But you don't want to play his game. You don't want to be his pawn. Because in that case, you're just blah, 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 blah. You don't want to be his pawn. And otherwise, you're not getting anything done. You're just getting what he wants done.
Okay, this feels like a shift.
Okay. All right, let me look at your labels here. Yeah, no, I definitely, yeah, you definitely would have influence. Quoth would definitely have influence over you, not as an adult, because like non-humans, it kind of gets a little foggy. But I definitely would say Quoth has influence over you.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Quoth is definitely telling you to be smart and not be hasty. So he's definitely shifting your. She's definitely shifting your superior up. And I'm trying to think of what would be shifting down. That's the trickier part here. Like I clearly know what is being shifted up. Danger would probably be going down.
Yeah.
Probably not to the last shot.
It's very.
So, do you accept the shift?
Yeah, I'll accept that.
Okay. Well, why is this not working? Sorry, my surface just decided to die.
Ooh.
No.
Oops.
Why would it do that?
Oh.
I don't know. For some reason, it's not getting power.
Weird.
Alright, I'm gonna try the other cord. Because I have a second one sitting right next to me. Oh! I know why it's not working!
Not plugged in?
Wrong cord was plugged into the surface! So it was the one that was not plugged in, that was sitting on the floor that I was about to switch to, was already what was plugged in. Yep, there's the little light.
I don't know if you saw it, it was clapping.
One moment here.
Hey, Anna, can you stand up a second? Paper towels and then keep it dry.
So yeah. But yeah, so...
You're right back. Hi, Willow. Precious little Willow.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna try to wrap the scene. I was go to Artemis next, but Artemis has just left the building.
I'm coming.
I know.
I need to grab something.
But yeah, so Quoth basically like after that just says like, come on, get in the book, help find a safe place to stash you for the night.
See, Artemis has not left the building. Artemis is back.
Oh, sorry. Were you saying something to me?
Yeah, I was saying Quoth was just saying, come on, get in the book, I'll find a safe place to stash you for the night.
In the book? In the book?
His sanctuary is the book.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So.
Okay.
He's just going to take a breath and open up the book. Like the big portal's going to open up. He's going to step inside.
Yep.
And then the book's going to close.
Yeah, and then Quoth kind of grabs it and flies off with it. As a looming figure kind of looks from top of a nearby building. Don't know who the figure is, but it's there for ominous foreshadowing that I could use later.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
So, all right, Artemis.
Yes.
Where do you go? Where do you try to? Where do you retreat to when you need to kind of just be away from things?
Temple.
So you actually do go to the temple.
I go to my temple usually, unless everyone else is there.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't know, like, I figured with everything else going on, you're probably just like done with people for a bit. So
Yeah, usually I think if everyone else isn't there, there's usually not many people at the temple.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are you doing, kind of, to relax after that?
Or actually, better idea. I don't go to my temple. I go to a different temple.
Oh.
I go to the temple of Prometheus.
He does not have a temple.
He does not have a temple. Okay.
None of the Titans do.
None of the Titans. Good point. None of the Titans do. I think I find like one of the other temples.
Huh.
I'm thinking.
Hi, Uncle Hades.
Yeah. No.
Yes. Go to Hades' temple.
Because Hades is usually busy.
He's usually busy, and even if he isn't, he knows to leave me alone.
Yeah. Kind of like you kind of open on a panel, and it's just you just see the Hades kind of like he much like you kind of have a green sheen to your complexion. He has a very gray pallor to him.
Yeah.
No flaming hair.
Obviously.
Because he's not. You just see him on the phone, and you just see like little snippets of chat.
As far as Hades, I'm imagining a bit closer to the Hades from Lore Olympus than I am the Hades from who does not have flame. He has blue hair, but it's not flaming.
Yeah. Well, like it's like you like the way the panels are cut. It's just cut off right. Like just you can just see his mouth because he's not really the focus. He's just kind of doing his own thing, and
yeah.
You see snippets of the phone call. It's like he's on the phone. And he's like, "What do you mean a T-Rex?" In Tartarus, they don't even have souls. Why is he even down there? There is a hole?
Wait, is the T-Rex in the underworld now? God, poor underworld. Poor Pain and
This is gonna be
Panic.
a great story.
Poor Pain and Panic.
I had planned on that like being brought up later, but like since you said Hades is like, you know what? He's dealing with it right now. He's dealing with the sudden appearance of a T-Rex
in the underworld.
Yes. How do we figure out a cosmology where demons and Greek underworld afterlives exist? Who knows? They're close enough.
We'll figure it out somewhere down the line.
But anyways, so what are you doing to kind of relax here then? So like, just kind of paint the scene of what you're up to right now.
I think I've got like some targets set up, and I'm just shooting at them with my bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you kind of
archery practice.
Yep. You're actually you're doing archery practice blindfolded.
Yeah, that works.
So you're just kind of like you do there's a scene of you kind of breathing in and relax, and then you just kind of go 1 bullseye, 2 bullseye, 3. You hear a clap of thunder, and you do not hear the foof of it hitting the target as dear Daddy comes home, or rather comes over to his brother's house.
I was gonna say, this ain't his home.
I know, but
now also little background thing. Now I'm imagining Hades because most of the other temples are above ground.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Hades is above ground.
Yeah,
It's like
they're extra dimensional
mausoleum type thing.
Yeah, and I feel like they're as a whole they are extra dimensional.
They're extra dimensional, but yeah, I think it's more of like a mausoleum than it is a temple.
Okay. Yeah, this just kind of sets the architecture.
So I think it actually is placed in a cemetery.
Well, I mean, like, they're extra-dimensional places. Like, we
Okay.
talked about that. That's how your transport thing is. You can get to any of the temples, then leave through any multiple towers that have
Right.
Greek pillars.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when you look outside, you see a cemetery. It's like a vault,
Yeah.
like thing in the middle of the cemetery. That's kind of his little pocket realm kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he does not, however, have a child trying to escape from him. So, but yeah, Zeus is clearly, and much like many things with Zeus, he is not a subtle person.
Never.
Unless he's trying to get laid.
Is he even subtle then? I think he's pretty forward about it.
He's pretty forward about it, but he also the trick is he's forward to who he's wooing. He's not forward about his wife
Oh,
finding out
right.
about
Yeah,
it.
then he's very subtle. He's very subtle about the existence of Hera.
Well, I'm more like he's trying to have Hera find out about his numerous infidelities. Is kind of his thing. He turned into a freaking sunlight to sleep with someone.
Yeah.
Just putting that one out there. That's Greek mythology, man.
Ah, Greek mythology. Gotta love it.
So Zeus is just there, and as you kind of like pull up the blindfold and see him, and he's just doesn't look happy.
That's okay. I'm not too happy to see him either.
Okay. So just to get my brain on him, what's besides the fact that obviously he wants you to be the god that he thinks you are?
Uh-huh.
What's his biggest personality traits that you see in him, kind of thing? Just help me kind of inform my characterization here.
Angry. And to be fair, like strict. I think he's very, very strict on how things are supposed to be done. And I think there's a lot of, this isn't a personality trait, but I think it's a big flaw in our relationship, is that a lot of times I don't do things the way they're supposed to be done.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The way he wants them to be done. And he's definitely got issues with my other power.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's...
Because as a god, I should not be screwing up.
Yeah. He just kind of like, that was sloppy.
I'm sorry?
Good start. Let's keep that going. What are you sorry for?
Sorry it didn't work.
What didn't work?
Poisoning her.
That's not what I'm mad about.
So what are you mad about this time?
The little vine trail to a burning T-Rex. Artemis, you're a goddess. Play the role. And I feel like that is shifting your labels there.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're definitely shifting some labels here.
Yeah,
You say that, but
my superior is going down.
no,
is that what this is?
No, he's shifting your freak up and your mundane down.
I freak up. Oh, okay.
Because he's trying to say, use your powers well.
Mm-hmm.
So do you accept it?
Yes, I accept it. And then my mundane 0, so it would be -1?
Yep.
Oof. Yep. Honestly, except for my superior, the rest of my stats are crap.
That's because it's all in your superior. Don't worry. I'm sure someone will try to knock you down a peg or two.
Isn't that what all these other gods are for?
No.
Alright.
Well,
Start over.
sorry.
A second.
So,
Sorry.
like, listen, you're a goddess. Act the part.
Well, that's exactly the thing. It's a part. Maybe I don't want to play the part anymore.
Sorry. Daughter, this is more than that. This is the fate's design. I both can do nothing to circumvent that.
You know what? Considering he's the favorite, why don't you just give Apollo this job?
It's not that simple. You're both supposed to be better. You could beat Sand to learn a thing or two from him. He takes to it well.
Maybe a little too well.
What do you mean by that?
It means I don't know who he is anymore. My brother's gone.
Your brother is becoming doesn't blah, 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 blah. Your brother isn't the one laboring with confusions about who he is.
Confusion about who he is? He's not him anymore.
Maybe you're ever think about this? Maybe he's more him than he ever was before.
So what exactly were we before you came along then?
You're my daughter, Artemis.
It's not my name.
Must you continue this childish temper tantrum?
Use my name, then.
I am.
Aren't you ever going to accept that I'm never going to be what you want me to be?
You will in time.
Oh, so I can lose my identity too?
You're not losing anything. You're gaining what you are meant to be.
Do you even remember what you were before you were this?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I have memories of that short blip in my existence. And all the ones before it.
Don't know how you can manage to remember it while you're still trying to remember the names of all those women.
Ah, joke's on you. I don't remember their names.
When you never intended to remember their names.
At this point, Hades is actually the one saying, like, relax. Because he looks like he was about to smack you. Like, seriously. And not just in the, and not without a hint of lightning either.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You get the smell of, like, ozone in the air for a little small moment.
There was even a flash of thunder in his eyes before.
Like, yeah, there was a flash of panel, and then you just see, like, Hades on his hand, and apparently he grounded him.
Yeah.
Or this is like, just let her be. He fumes and is like, when you're ready to, alright, I just got. Trying to think of how to phrase this, because he's definitely going to be. Alright, he kind of goes, fine. Play with your stupid mortal games. When you're ready to actually be something you're worth having. I don't know why I always going to phrase this. Sorry, my phrasing on this is going to be like, fine, go ahead, play at being immortal. When you're let me know when you're done with this little charade. So in a weird way, he's kind of trying to shift your mundane up and your superior down.
Okay, I accept.
Because basically he's telling you, like, fine, do this, but when it's not for what you need, go ahead and you'll come crawling back, kind of thing. So, okay. I feel like that's kind of a good point for your scene to kind of end on there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Cutie Carbuncle.
Uh-huh.
As you're leaving the thing, your phone buzzes.
Just curiously, when it does buzz, am I still? How far away am I from the scene at this point, roughly?
You're still in. You haven't lost line of sight. Like, you would have to go out of your way if you wanted to switch stuff, but I mean,
I
your
would
phone.
like
I think your phone matches your outfit while you're transformed, kind of thing. It looks like a compact communicator kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm glad that's how the magic. Like, it's a weird thing because that doesn't often get brought up in those types of shows of like what happens to some of your devices. So if we wanted, it could just be like it could sound like my phone's buzzing from like within my tail. Let's just say my tail buzzes. That's how.
You got that thing where your tail just kind of pulses
Twitch,
out like
twitch, twitch,
cats do?
twitch, twitch, twitch.
I like that. I like that. That's hilarious.
And like maybe it's like because it's magic, you know, like you can pull up just like a little thing with that. Oh, I know it is because carbuncles. At least because of Final Fantasy, my brain associates it. You can look at your phone in any reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. Oh no, I like that. That seems very fitting even for my powers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I imagine if I'm wandering away from the scene, I'm just gonna like go into like behind the corner, of course, first of all, and I'm gonna glance at my tail to see if it's my mother or not, or who it is at least.
Yeah. It's your girlfriend actually.
Oh, it's my girlfriend. Oh, okay then. Well then I'm gonna take a moment. I'm probably going to go away from the scene. I don't want anyone knowing.
That's fine.
Any or
You
any
just,
of that.
you know, you do it. You just gotta revert, and no one, like it's not terribly interesting for you to do it. Anything could that going wrong there right now. So.
All right, so I probably will go to message immediately, but I imagine this is pretty standard with my job, like because I have a perfect excuse that works when this kind of stuff comes up.
Mm-hmm.
So I will let it go to message, but I will call
No,
it
it's a
back once I
text.
turn it back.
It's a text.
Oh, it's a text. Okay.
It says, "Where are you at?"
You up?
Oh, okay. I will respond to the text back as a normal person. It's like, just on a stroll. What's up?
And the response is, "Don't tell me you forgot."
Oh God, you're giving me complications already.
Yeah.
Return to text. Sorry. I forgot what.
Well, what did you forget?
Like
Like
my character doesn't actually have forgotten what happened.
like
What?
your character, like I you can say what it is, whatever it is, like you can just suddenly just remember. It's like, oh crap, there was this, because I'm obviously just giving it to
Okay,
you.
it was we were gonna hang out and have some time together, just listen to music, chill out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna contact her back and go, sorry, work came up. I should be good now.
And it's just like she kind of just sends like a responses, just it's like it just kind of just like the eye roll disgust emoji.
I'm sorry.
And it's just like, why are you always on call for them?
Hey, it's good cash, works out nicely. Sorry if it gets in the way sometimes.
Just get in, just get your ass over here.
Alright, then I will start heading towards, I imagine her place.
Yeah, okay. Where does she live?
Over here, I imagine I was going to go see her, and thus that's where I got interrupted for superhero callaway for a moment.
Yeah. So, what kind of area does she live in? Like, is she in an apartment?
Well, it's just it adds a little bit more to our dynamic. I imagine she does live in that rougher part of town, close to where Zeiston and the other orphanage people are.
Slum party.
Area tie-in together for people.
Okay, so her family is kind of like rough to do then.
Probably his wife. She's a little bit more goth and depressed. Yeah, she actually does have a rough lot in life, so
Okay.
it makes sense for her personality.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to be either that or she was going to be like ridiculously affluent.
I mean, that could be a way too, but I do like the idea to be contradictory. Just And especially since it adds a little bit more relationship with some of the other people's backstories.
Yep. Okay. So, yeah, it's just kind of thing. You kind of, you kind of come around back like you usually do, just because you just walking outside, you hear parents fighting again.
Yeah, I'm definitely going around the back way like normal.
Yeah. So she kind of
no need to be involved with those two.
Yeah.
I would just go through the window.
Oh yeah, that's obvious. Like, I'm gonna say she also she has a normal mid-floor level place. So yeah, I can totally go in through the window, no problem.
Okay. So, yep. So she's kind of like she's just kind of playing. You know, she's just like kind of just like her arms crossed, kind of looking at you, just kind of like impatiently waiting.
All right, I'm still trying to get into the mindset of this character, but I look at her as I like climb through the window, and I'm like, I go over and go like, "Hey, sorry, I'm running a little behind."
It's fine. In a way that clearly says it's not fine.
Oh, obviously. I walk over, kind of like sit next to her, and go, "They're at it again, huh? What's it this time?"
Doesn't even matter.
Alright. I'm gonna get up and like go over to her radio and like turn it on. Probably some nice music to drown out their argument.
Yeah.
They kind of like very politely just put my arm around her.
Mm-hmm. You kind of like
The disturbance playing.
I'm feeling like this is more of an Evanescence night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, if that's the type of mood, yeah, dude, I'll totally put that.
Linkin Park night.
I was definitely thinking something semi-loud to at least drown out the argument.
Yeah, but at the same time, you guys want to be able to hear each other still, so. So, but it's like you just gotta like.
You're trying to determine what kind of in. So if this is a needs to talk about it but doesn't want to talk about it situation, or if this is a just needs someone to relax with.
So she kind of like. Did you see the news?
What was it this time?
Burning undead T-Rex? That freaking stupid carbuncle's there too. Ugh.
Alright.
It's like, can you be more garish and pink?
Tell me about it. It's just so, like, ugh.
And like,
shake my head.
Such a prep.
No,
Jesus. Oh, and words. She probably just does it to try to get. She can't get laid otherwise, or something. Trying to get all those desperate otaku assholes.
Oh god, I love this personality already. Oh god. Okay. You know, they always think they just need to get so much attention like that. They don't get how it is to actually, like, care about others and stuff.
Who cares? Who actually cares about others when you think about it?
Probably think life is all sunshine and rainbows and all that stuff.
I know. It's just it makes me want to puke. At least maybe get diabetes or something. I don't know.
I know if I wanted that much diabetes, I'd rather get a good cake.
He kind of like looks at you, gives you like smile, like, kind of leans into you and it's like I'm gonna go full cheese, but this is like teenagers, whatever. Well, here, maybe you'll have a little bit of this sugar, and that's where we cut away from.
All right. Yeah.
Cut before the smut.
They're just making out.
Sure.
Also, I just want to say,
Seriously.
this is just a headcanon that occurred while I was thinking about this. You said that she goes by Ember, right?
Yeah.
Her actual name is Emily.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
So she goes by Ember, but her name's Emily.
Well,
So
similar to me, where I like being called Dante, but I'm actually just Danny.
so
You gotta give yourself a dark, edgy name if you go into that sometimes.
yep. Hopefully, I wasn't
Like
going
my
too
name's
far.
Rainer, but I go by Rainer.
So, what's your character real name? by the way?
All right. So, where does Regalia go after these things?
I've been trying to think of it, and I'm not sure because Regalia's
doesn't
thing
know.
is that like probably doesn't know
So-
people. He needs to have a place to stay though. If it's not anything like that, you
Well,
know.
like we don't have to show it on camera here, but what we can instead do is just kind of have him doing like sightseeing, a bit of like kind of like going through like some of the high end like shop districts, just kind of looking at the clothing kind of stuff.
Sure.
And if I may offer minor advice, perhaps if you are someone who is obviously does not have a home yet, perhaps you stay with our mentor.
The Temple of the Muses. I'm sorry, I want this in my life. I want him in the Temple of the Muses.
What?
Simmer down on temple. Simmer down on temple front.
Oh, you're
Everyone needs a temple.
suggesting I stay with your character.
Oh no, not mine.
Oh,
Not my
okay.
temple. The Temple of the Muses. They sing.
Okay.
But no, what Jane I think was suggesting is that you stayed with the
Yeah,
Crimson
yeah.
Cloak for at least until you get a place or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
That
not
makes
really
sense.
sure.
You guys can at least talk about clothes.
Yes.
also just because this is something that's in my head, because the homes he lives with his wife and young daughter, or is it? son?
Oh, okay.
So.
Anyway, so Regalia or Maximus right now, which is Regalia but without the domino mask.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, no one, like, you can totally Clark Kent, because beyond that, you actually have magical masks, so.
I mean, sort of. The mask doesn't work like that. It is a magical mask, but it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. But, I mean,
Like,
even
like I always imagine that there's no real like thing about it. Like he can't really blend in.
Mhm.
But he also he mostly wears clothing, so he kind of blends in.
Mhm.
So maybe he changes some of his other clothing.
Mhm.
Not to mention he's an incredibly minor part of this that people probably wouldn't recognize. So
Mhm. But yeah, so it's just like you're kind of looking through some of the.
yes, I'm browsing, I'm sightseeing, I'm seeing the things.
Yep. So okay.
He had a good night, and now he's completely alone.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad one of us had a good night.
yeah. And it's also possible without his. I don't know how unsavvy I want to play this character because he understands basic things, but him not seeing most of that fight means that he isn't there. There isn't anything about it,
Mhm. Yeah.
So-
So.
I don't have to decide what his opinion is on it because he doesn't have one
Yep.
because he didn't see it.
Yep. So what? Okay.
Yeah, this is the problem. Is in a way kind of like the scene is kind of like who does Max hang out with? Nobody. He doesn't know anybody.
Yeah.
His
well,
team is isolated from him, so he is on his own.
That's fine, but that's the kind of thing I want to kind of. I'm just trying to get a scene to kind of show off you being an outsider. Like that's trying to get the scenes are trying to get to the heart of the playbooks kind of thing. Like trying to get that established. So I'm just trying to think of like.
Your character does besides just be a hero.
Okay, you know what? As you
he also will be doing like the thing of like, what is this world, and like we'll do some kind of research on it.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, like you just kind of you're just browsing. Like I'm gonna say you're past the point of currency confusion at the very least.
Yeah.
So you kind of like that's not that different.
That's right. Yeah. He knows what buying things is.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine there was at one point where you tried to exchange to both barter and pay with gold coin. But that's just my mental image. But no, as you're coming out, you just see you just pass by a homeless man kind of busking. I think that's the term.
Yeah, busking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, busking is performing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a little makeshift marionette he's making do dance with the little cup it's holding.
All right. Well, Max is feeling nice today, so he drops the money in. He's like, "Oh, street performer."
Thank you, sir. He does with his lips clearly moving, but he's trying to make it's like the puppet trying to say it.
Oh, I see. The puppet is doing it. The puppet bows and says, "Thank you." Exaggerated bow to the puppet.
And so as you kind of just smile and kind of keep
Walks
walking,
away, very self-satisfied.
and you hear kind of after a short thing, you hear a bunch of you hear a bunch of yes, street roughs, I guess is the best term for it.
Okay.
Kind of saying, you hear you hear some scuffling and then a bunch of raucous laughter, and you turn and you see you see a bunch of like ruffians kind of just smashing the little puppet and kind of like where the little man's lying, the kind of the homeless man's kind of lying, like kind of cowering, kind of to the side. What do you do?
I walk up to the men, and I sort of stand amongst them, and I'm like, "I'm not familiar with this game."
What's with the gay hat? I'm saying this is not as an approve it of it using it as an insult, but these are just that kind of assholes.
Right.
Just disclaimer.
Yes. Okay. It's a good thing. I'm like, well, it's nicer than what you are wearing.
Hey, Ricky!
If we can,
He thinks you're
if
ugly!
we can call it that. What's that?
Ricky, he thinks your clothes are ugly! Shut up, Mike. He kind of pulls out a little switchblade, because apparently these guys escaped from Xbox, a fusion of Xbox Live and a 1950s set movie for 1950 gangs.
Okay, I mean...
West Side Story?
Yeah, I guess. I haven't seen that enough to say, but...
Oh man, you ran to the greasers.
Well, I actually, Max looks over, he's like, well, if you really look at it, I suppose it's not unsalvageable. Straighten the collar a little bit. There's sort of a rough issue coming for it.
He just Ricky just kind of looks at you like, are you hitting on me, weirdo?
No.
The last one is like, hey, Ricky, I think he's not. You're not up to his standards.
Maybe something a little pulls out of his pocket another wrapping thing. Maybe something around, and he like casually wraps it around like backwards around the neck, like that.
It's an ascot.
It's an ascot. Yes, it's absolutely an ascot.
Oh, this is lovely. This is exactly like this is the kind of interaction I was trying to get going. I just didn't know how to start it. Like I was flying by the seat of my
Don't worry.
pants.
I'm gonna throw all the silliest. Yeah.
Yeah. Bruce, shut up. He just kind of looks at the ascot like he was distracted for a moment, and he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Well, I'm not the one who's smashing someone else's performance gear and laughing.
You know what?
So
You're
I've
right.
got that going for me.
I'm gonna smash your face in. He kind of starts winding up to kind of just cold clock you in the face.
Sure. All right. So I grab the ascot, which then sort of gets longer,
Mhm.
and I sort of grab him, and he flings over to one of the other people, and like it looks like I grab it like there, but it's with significantly more force than it should be, and the ascot comes undone at that.
Yeah, and just kind
Maybe
of,
it doesn't suit you at all.
and you just do it because like these are below your pay
These are
grade.
nobodies. Yeah, these are nobodies. Yeah.
Nobody's.
I kind of absolutely assumed I wouldn't have to roll for any of this.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, no.
Like maybe there's gonna be influence or something going on, but we'll see.
Yeah, and it's like Bruce is just like you threw Ricky into Mike, and Bruce is kind of like the heavier set is like, dude, he just like threw you into the other. Weird. Ricky is like pushing him up. Bruce,
I think it's
shut
a
up
pretty good move, as they say.
Bruce, shut up and get him. Oh, right. And he kind of, Bruce kind of runs to grapple you. What do you do?
Sure. The cloak kind of like comes off. His coat kind of almost comes off automatically, like he like moves sideways, and the cloak worms its way off and hits him in the face and kind of wraps around his head. And so now he's wearing just the white shirt, and it's revealed there are suspenders underneath, and
Bruce is just kind of and runs into a wall, falls down. Ricky's just like pulls out his knife again, and it's like, fine, you like clothes? Well, see how you like them in shreds. And it kind of runs at you and tries to with a like kind of slashing with his knife.
what is he slashing? Which part of the?
He's trying to slash you like your shirt and chest. Like he's actually trying to injure you. He's just trying to be creative with his rhetoric.
Okay, rhetoric.
He says rhetoric. That's the kind of person he is.
Sure. What would happen? I mean, I don't want to imply the clothes are indestructible and just be like the knife bounces off, but that would also probably be all right depending on the clothes.
It's also
It
it's a normal knife, so I would say like for like thing, it's like you see it coming, and it's just like you just kind of strengthen it for the blow kind of thing.
Yeah. It doesn't bend the knife or anything, but it like catches itself on the shirt. And it's just like
He just kind of like it kind of grazes across, and just like nothing gets cut. It just doesn't cut it, kind of thing, and it's just like
Regalia pulls one of his gloves off and theatrically smacks him in the face, which of course sends him flying naturally.
and with that, Mike just kind of like screw this, I'm out of here, and just kind of books it.
Yeah, retrieve the coat. Kind of like you should get going too. To the man underneath it, whose name
Bruce.
Max has already forgotten.
Yes. He just kind of runs up. Oh, I told my mom.
Poor Bobby.
Alright.
He went to Harvard.
Poor who?
Oh, poor Bobby or whatever his name was. He went to
Bruce.
Harvard. Bruce.
Yeah.
That's right.
Poor Bruce. All right. So I kneel down and inspect the man who has had his stuff smashed. Is he injured?
He doesn't look injured. He looked frightened. And he's still kind of shaking. He kind of looks at you like he's kind of looks like he's looks like he doesn't seem to be feeling safe around you either right now.
Pull out the domino mask. Don't tell anyone, but I'm a superhero.
I think actually that's where we end. It's just such a good note to end on.
That is beautiful.
I love it.
That was great. That was great. All right.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, actually, I think we're gonna hold off on the last two for next week. We're kind of just gonna open up
Inferno
that scene.
and Archangel.
It's almost
Yeah.
9:30.
Yeah, it's 9:30. We're getting late, and I knew there was going to be some of us that we might not necessarily get to, especially because the opening scene went further than I had originally anticipated. It's okay. It's good. It's like good stuff was happening. Like it wasn't bad. It was just like okay. It went ways. That's what I love about PPA games is that things will go off in a direction you never anticipate, and it's like okay, this is cool. So, all right. Actually, we have two, and I have a backlog of end of session moves from one I missed last week.
Oh right, we never did end of session moves last week.
No, we did do the group end of session moves. We didn't do the Dooms end of session move.
Oh. That's right. I have a special thing.
Yep. Okay, so during the first session, go ahead and read what your end of session thing is under your Doom.
All right. Let's see here. Sorry. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it.
Nemesis. It's under Nemesis.
Oh, okay. Yeah. At the end of every session, answer the question: did you make progress in defeating your nemesis? If the answer is yes, mark potential, and if you answer no, mark your doom tracker.
So let's go retroactively doing the one for the first session.
First session, I think so.
All right, so mark one Doom there.
All right.
And what about today?
Today I think so because I actually ran into like at least something that's kind of revolved around it.
Okay, yeah, then you got some counseling on how best to go about it. Yeah, I feel like that I'm allowing that. So, all right. And since we're already talking about you, did you grow close? Did Rainier grow closer to the team, away from the team, or into the image of himself?
I'm kind of thinking away from the team just because Artemis, ruined that mark I was going to try. And, I had influence with Artemis, but now's a good chance to take it away.
All right. And loot reject influence here. Okay.
So now no one has influence over me.
Wahaha! Wahaha! Wahaha!
Thank you, Mandark.
All right. Regalia, did you go close to the team, into the image of yourself, or away from the team?
I don't really know. Not to be honest, not a lot happened to Regalia.
Yeah, I think you basically image of yourself is kind of the generic one, and because it's what explain how you see yourself and why, and then shift your labels.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't want to voluntarily say more superior because I know what that means. It means I don't get a shift and I just get a condition.
You just saved a homeless man. I think that's pretty saviory.
Oh, okay, sure. Savior goes up, mundane goes down again.
Okay.
Because it made him feel like a weirdo.
Yeah, because like
made him move further away from easy to relate to.
Yep.
Sure, that's a good one actually. That's good.
Okay. All right. Inferno, who I'm sorry you had very little action this
I
session.
did nothing.
Just say, just shift one of your labels.
Yeah.
And up and down. Sure.
Same label. You feel way more savvy, but also that you can't save anybody. No.
Probably danger up, savior down.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
boy.
that makes sense. It did seem like you're about ready to throw a fireball at someone.
So, all right. Carbuncle. Closer to the team, away from the team, or into the image of yourself?
I think I'm just because I wasn't able to interact a lot with the team in this session. I think that has to be into myself.
Okay. Explain how you
Take
see
some
yourself.
experience.
Explain how you see yourself and why, and then shift your labels.
Oh, that's the one that shifts my labels.
Yep. Yep. Because the other, you only mark XP or gain experience if you grow closer to the team.
Well, unfortunately, this is not a session for that. So, what I will do is honestly, I feel like this is a situation where I was not super involved with some things. So I'm trying to think the best way I would shift my labels because I know a lot that makes sense for me to shift down, but I don't know what I would shift up.
What about
Maybe
mundane shifting up? You just had a normal conversation with a normal person.
I know I could do that, so I could take that.
Is your mundane already 3 though?
No, it's only a
two.
2 right now. I did
Okay.
get it shifted.
You'd be even more mundane.
So luckily, that's not at maximum right now.
Yep.
You're also shit talking cutie carbuncle, so that might have something to do.
So that's
You
another
know
thing
what?
we could actually
Your
do.
Yanis goes up and your mundane goes down. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, I think another thing you could do is increase your freak because, like, oh hey, all this shit talking about Kitty Carbuncle, but that's you out there still. So it's like,
True.
But you could
True,
also
that is
justify
also
moving the
true.
freak down because it's more like no, I'm done with that. It's
Yeah,
not
that's why
cool.
I think. You know what? I'm gonna say I want to shift my danger down because I don't feel like I was anywhere dangerous, and I'm gonna shift my mundane out just because it fits for the situation.
Okay. Yes, take my
Or
suggestion.
you know what? No, I'll shift my freak up. I'll shift freak up.
oh, you shift your freak up. Okay. Sure. Do it after I already told the thing to shift on the stream output there.
That's fine. I already got it. I got it now.
I know, but I had to re-update it to reflect the actual stats because I had already submitted it to the stream overlay. All right, Artemis.
Yes.
Did you go closer to the team, away from the team, or in the image of yourself?
Into the image of myself.
How do you see yourself and why? And then shift your labels.
Well, I'm gonna be shifting freak up.
Okay.
My father's an asshole.
So you want to? So how does kind of explain your logic here?
Freak up. It's basically I'm very much feeling like it's kind of the point that it's like, okay, I'm realizing that I'm not like the normal human I was before.
Okay.
But I don't feel like a god either. And that extra power of mine is really, it's constantly reminding me of that.
Okay. And where are you shifting down?
And savior down.
Okay. You're not feeling like a hero, really.
Not at all. Because I went and I started a fight with someone who, is apparently a hero.
Oh shit. 1 second
They
here.
deserve it, question mark?
What, baby?
Carbuncle did not have those those label shifts. I forgot to switch over to your character before shifting the.
Oh yeah, and also my labels did not shift on the stream. I don't know.
Which also makes my stats a little bit better because I have 2 things that are +2 now. 2 things are +2, 2 things are 0, and 2 things are, and 1 thing is negative.
Okay, there we go. Alright. Well, the data is good and it will be refreshed next time, so. Alright. Lastly, Archangel. I know you got a lot done this session too, so.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be hard for this thing, because even then it was probably going to be mostly people just going into their own image.
I mean,
Just because I knew it was going to be a lot of solo stuff. I just wanted to have the scene for people to really kind of get established.
no, I get it.
So, so what are the 3 options? Like, obviously, you could see grow closer because you were like, I feel defensive of them when Artemis was like punched out of there, even though she totally deserved it.
You know what? Yeah, I'm actually gonna go with that.
Okay.
This is very much a defensive, but dude, you gotta not.
All right. Since Artemis already has influence over you,
hmm
Artemis, you get to shift Archangel's labels.
Ooh.
What? Wait a minute.
Oh, I don't know.
And you get to clear a condition and or Merc experience.
Oh.
You know what? I'm going to.
What do you think
I'm gonna
Archangel should be?
I'm
Is
gonna
I guess.
clear- I'm gonna
I
clear a
guess
condition.
Savior up
Okay.
and Savior up and Mundane down.
Okay.
-1.
You're what? Oh, am
My
I?
mundane is already a -1. My mic cut out.
Oh yeah. No,
my
no,
mic,
no.
yeah, my
I
mundane's
mean,
already.
my mundane is now -2 because what
So
did he do? He proved
why?
that he doesn't even act like a normal person when he's being a normal person.
That's yeah.
My,
That's okay. Yeah, okay. My danger and freak are +3, and everything else is -1.
All right.
Dang,
Oh.
that's specialized. Goodness.
So, what condition do you clear?
I cleared guilty.
All right. Awesome. Okay. All right. 1 second here. Session clear.
Session clear.
Thanks for
Adam's gang. Angst.
Thanks for joining us. As always, you can join us on our Discord with the link down in the description to chat with us and discuss the channel or channel adjacent topics or what else you want to. Like, how do you busk for money with strange puppets? You can also follow us on Twitter at Tales Across to get updates from us and be notified when the channel goes live. Character art is done by friend of the show Carl. Links below to their DeviantArt and Ko-fi account. Finally, like and subscribe to get both future content and to help us reach a wider audience. So, to those watching us in the past, present, and future, I don't know. This is my solo scene. I don't know what to do. I don't know anything. And good night.
Good night.